All right, Jerry and Langhorn, going to be a couple different parts for the job. A mulch install, raking out some of the old mulch, and then installing new brown dyed mulch. Second part of the job will be aeration overseeding. It's a decent sized property, but turf wise it's not crazy because he has a lot of hedges and stuff. So actually aerating, we'll just use the walk behind one, but it's a good size. Try to really hook them up in the yard with the aerator. Try to pull the best plugs you can and try to really hit all the spots that you can. It's pretty packed and he's never had aeration before. And then the third portion that we'll price out will be, I told him I'm not positive we can definitely do it, but it's like a top dressing type of deal. So like bringing in some topsoil just to level out a section of the yard, and then he's going to do the seeding of it. He just wants us to do the work of bringing in a couple yards of topsoil. He's got like a bumpy portion of the yard. So starting over here, so you got Bellevue Ave is here, and then Summit Ave is here. So wherever you want to park or whatever is fine, but this is over on the Bellevue side. So raking out some of this mulch. He has called it a shade garden back here. We'll walk back there. That's where you can dump all the old mulch that we want to rake out of here. So again, like raking it out like a couple inches down. He said not like to the bare dirt, but just get some of it out to make room for fresh stuff. So rake it out, mulch it. Here's your first bed. You got a bed here. Same thing, rake it out and mulch it. Here's the conditions of the yard that you'd be aerating. Try to really hit here. He's going to do the seeding, so it's just going to be aerating the portion that we'll do. Moving to this bed, so you want to cut a fresh edge, rake out a lot of this mulch. You can see too, it's kind of a thicker, nuggety mulch here that we want to get out. So edge it, bring in your fresh mulch here. So here's another bed, edge it all out. Not much weeding need to go on. It looks in pretty decent shape. Bring in the fresh mulch. But again, first rake out a lot of this. All this can stay. This is all ground cover. So really, the prep, sounds like he did most of it. I don't think you're going to run into many weeds out here. Bring in your fresh mulch. Got a small bed here, small bed there along the house. You got a little bit under here, under the hostas. Here's the shade garden that he was saying. So all the old mulch that you rake out, you can bring over here and dump in this area. I'm trying to think the easiest way to get back there. We might want to put a piece of wood here. There's not a great way to get here, so maybe we want to bring a ramp and put like the ramp right here to run the wheelbarrows over this part to be able to dump it over there. That might be the easiest way. The other side, you should be able to just access it easily. But if you're running stuff from here, you can either do the ramp thing or you can run all the way around the house and access it from back there to dump it. But again, that's where you'll dump the old mulch. Move it over to this bed, edge it, mulch it. This bed, he was thinking about maybe getting rid of this bed or shrinking it down and making this topsoil and seed. But for now, this is the condition. He's not sure. Rake it out, edge it, mulch it. This tree, he's digging it out and he's actually going to move it over to there. We're not going to do that. He's going to do it. And he'll have that old mulch cleared out as well. We'll talk about that when we get over there, but this tree will be gone. And then this is the area, other part of the job, if we're going to give him a price on it. He started doing it, but he said this was like 20 bags and it was like gone. So basically, if you walk in his yard, it's just like really bumpy all over. And he just wants it top dressed. So basically bring in a couple yards of topsoil and just kind of like fill it in here where it's bumpy. And then take like that big metal rake that we have, the wide one that's usually at my house, and just kind of like rake it into the soil. So like it won't be the complete area will be topsoil. It'll kind of be like how it is here. It's basically gonna like fill in the spots where it's lumpy. So you'll like put the topsoil down, then take the rake and kind of rake over it. So ideally we're mainly filling in the best we can, like the bumpy, holy spots to try to level it all out, like grade it a little bit. So this is just in this area over here is the area that he wants to focus on, and you'll kind of feel it when you're walking around. It's a lot of weedy stuff, so if you end up getting a lot more topsoil than what it looks like here, that's cool. He's gonna like just seed the area and such. So that's this area. And you got this bed here. I think he likes this like naturally ground cover. But you could actually check in with him, like, does he want to keep that ground cover or not? I think he does. Edge that out, mulch it. A little bit there to mulch. This area over here. So he's gonna like clear some of this out, but he wants to put mulch here. Nothing back there, just like this area right here, basically. And then you have this bed. It's already actually pretty prepped, but this bed running here. You want to mulch that. And then this is the last area. This is where I said he'll move the tree over to here. He's going to be moving all this old mulch out. He's going to move it to that shade garden. So he'll have the tree planted here, and then we'll bring in the fresh mulch here. So yeah, and then here's like the front where you can aerate as well. You got here, you got all here. So and then the topsoil and seed, I'm looking to do sooner rather than the mulch. Date is mid-May. Hoping to get the topsoil seeding portion done quicker than the mulch. And that's it.